What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. I'm back here with some more Rustage. This time we're checking out this ICHIGO rap, Never Give In, and we got the homie GoldenEMP on this. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up.
Never giving it.
We all got monsters inside of us. See more than black when our eyes are shut. Feel like a hole in our centers. Want no one at end, ever lonely when times are rough. Lining up and never run away. Ties of love can start to suffocate. Find the guts, but I'm feeling hollow when I'm staring down at my own mother's grave. No, I'm used to
wait a minute. Okay, yo, now this is starting to sound like an inspired track. You know what I mean? Where it kind of takes them. I mean, he might be heavily taking elements from the anime or the manga, and this, you know, with all the manga panels, both of them, you know what I mean? But some of this stuff is applicable to real life, you know what I mean? I mean, when you really think about, you know, the creation of manga and the creation of anime, some of those stories are driven from real life, just with a bit or a whole lot of fantasy in there, but the fundamentals of it, you'll find that a lot of that stuff is applicable to your real life. And people, especially in the nerdcore universe, people who can kind of uproot those type of core issues and then alert and allude to it in their lyrics, I like that. But this is definitely sounding like an inspired track.
Feel like a hole in our centers. Want no one at end, ever lonely when times are rough. Lining up and never run away. Ties of love can start to suffocate. Find the guts, but I'm feeling hollow when I'm staring down at my own mother's grave. No, I'm used to L's, but never lose myself. Can't win, but always choosing help. When I'm black in my soul, don't know who's the helm. I am black at the goal, I refuse to dwell. When I'm back in my hole, don't know who to tell. All the damage I hold and the gloom I felt. They want Bankai, I got Bankai. Hold an arm high to the doom to hell. They say that you can't avoid them. Victims of our own behavior. My thoughts in my mind like poison. Rejecting myself and my human nature. My power's a disappointment. I'm struggling to be the saviors. I'm losing track of all the times that I've been deemed a failure.
If I fall,
Oh, here we go.
but just get up again. I'll shoulder all the pain you're feeling. I'll meet you in the end. Full M's never on my mind. Just need that second wind. I've been feeling hollow, and I'm never giving in. Never be alone when we face the darkness, 'cause I'll be by your side when we face the end. I've been feeling hollow, and I'm never giving in.
Like that, you know. My first thought kind of goes to, you know, those of you that are like on the YouTube grind, you know what I mean, out here trying to make them, not even just YouTube grind, but just on the grind period, you know what I'm saying? When you feeling that hollow, like you're feeling that emptiness, that you ain't really getting nowhere, you know what I mean? Like you feel like you're pouring out all your soul, your soul and stuff into like these projects and stuff, but for some reason you ain't really getting the momentum that you're looking for. But there's just something inside of you that's keeping you going until you kind of get that second win, you know what I mean? It's either that, or maybe you got some family that's dependent on everything, you know, depending on you to actually like pick yourself up and like make something of yourself, you know what I mean? So that crush, almost like kind of like that crushing burden, you know. I like what they got going on right here, where they kind of show like the beginning. Let me see if we can see it again.
Yeah, never be alone when we face the.
See, this part is interesting because it's almost like an evolution, right? So I believe that I'm trying to remember what the purpose of these pangos were. 193. I don't know if this is like chapter 193, and then it goes.
Darkness, 'cause I'll be by your side.
And it goes backwards to 151. So almost kind of like showing like I don't know why it went backwards. That's interesting. I don't know. There's a meaning in these manga panels, and I want to figure it out.
We face the end. I've been feeling hollow.
It might be one of those things where you just kind of represent the transgression or the evolution that ICHIGO done went through to get to where he was at. You know what I mean? Because 131 up to 151, I'm not really too sure about what all the events that's transpired, but obviously it's made such a difference between power levels or whatnot. So probably just grasping.
I'm never giving in.
I know that Rukia believed, why can't I do the same? Cause when my friends are on their knees, I know I'm who to blame. And every day's a different dream when you hallucinate. I feel I'm tearing at the seams if I refuse to change. No matter my power gone.
I like that. I feel I'm tearing at the seams if I refuse to change. Kind of like when you're doing something and you out here, you know, grinding and grinding, but everybody else is kind of going the same way, right? And you feeling like, bro, I can't go that way. Like, that ain't me, right? You would feel that because it feel like you're just fighting against something that you know is not going to work, taking the road less traveled and everything. It can't tear you at the seams when you ain't seeing nothing happening.
I feel I'm tearing at the seams if I refuse to change. No matter my power, gonna need more keep score. I'm like the sun and my pride is my heat source. I keep on talking despite all the remorse. Free for how can man slay with a sheath sword? I got a mask, but it's showing my dream form. Asking myself what the pain will go be for. We all have monsters where you never see yours. Death after death, but I know I go respawn. I go for those who cannot.
Wait a minute, see Rustage is spitting out here. Listen.
Despite all the remorse, free for how can man slay with a sheath sword? I got a mask, but it's showing my dream form. Asking myself what the pain will go be for. We all have monsters where you never see yours. Death after death, but I know I go respawn.
We all got monsters, but you never see yours. Almost time to like, almost kind of say like, you know, as soon as you bring clarity to what's going on and everything, how would you react? I like that. We got monsters, but you never see yours. Yes, that's fire. That's fire. And I feel like, you know, those of you who can come terms with that monster, wrestle it, grasp it. First, you got to acknowledge that it's there, right? If you never acknowledge it, then it's kind of controlling you in the back. Puppeteer, got you on some strings and everything. But as soon as you wrestle that monster down, you either become part of it, right? Use its power, become part of it, or you seize it away. It's when you can move forward.
I go for those who cannot fight. Wood in my blade in the spotlight. Couldn't be there for the ones that departed, but I will make up for the lost time. Put it in place like it's quantized. You have a
put it in place like it's quantized. Okay.
Couldn't be there for the ones that departed, but I will make up for the lost time. Put it in place like it's quantized. You have a fear, but it's not mine. I turn the demons inside to a beacon of light. Now they see through the night when I drop by.
See, okay. You know, sometimes when, okay, that's essentially what I was saying, right? He took his demons in and he turned it into a beacon of light. He used it instead of running away from it. That's why he said there at the beginning that he see his monsters, but you can't see yours. That's why you out there over there in the darkness and I'm out here shining bright like a diamond.
A fear, but it's not mine. I turn the demons inside to a beacon of light. Now they see through the night when I drop by.
Never on my mind, just need that second wind. I've been feeling hollow, and I'm never giving up. Never be alone when we face the darkness, cause I'll be by your side when we face the end. I've been feeling hollow, and I'm never giving it.
I'm never giving in, no matter if the cost is great. I've lost too many battles to give up if something blocks the way, suppressing.
I like that. I like that. You lost too many battles. I like that, right? And, you know, sometimes that can make us very, very stubborn when you kind of think about everything you sacrifice and everything you've learned and gained to get this far, right? It's like one of the things where even if it's a dead end, I done come too far. I gotta keep going.
If the cost is great, I've lost too many battles to give up if something blocks the way, suppressing thoughts of guilt and keeping thoughts of hate all locked away. They say our lives are set in stone, but I've been known to swap my fate.
If I fall,
Swap my fate. You know what I'm saying? So even if you see that dead end, right? This is more about kind of like, you know, the people who are really, really good at optimism, right? Who see that it's a dead end. You might see that it's a dead end, but I might see that stick over there. I mean, like we sitting here at a dead end. You know what I'm saying? And it's concrete, right? Some people would be looking at it and say, "Ah, man, there's no way I can push forward." But an opportunist would be like, "Yo, look at that steel beam over there. Look at that fire over there, right there. I bet you that if we heat it up, we could turn it into some type of drill and drill our way through." The thing about it is that that's an absurd idea, but the fact that you're thinking about that, right, means that you done left everything behind. You can only move forward. I can't accept it. I gotta move forward. This may not work, but it's better than just sitting here. Let's go.
Your lives are set in stone, but I've been known to swap my fate.
That's part of that swapping your face, remaining optimistic.
if I fall, but just get up again. I shoulder all the pain you're feeling. I'll meet you in the end. Falling's never on my mind. Just need that second wind. I've been feeling hollow, and I'm never giving in. I'll never be alone when we face the darkness, 'cause I'll be by your side when we face the end. I've been feeling hollow.
Okay, look, check this out, bro. So while I'm sitting here listening to the hook and everything, I wasn't really feeling it, right? So the second time it came in, I wasn't really feeling it then. But then this last part, and I'm sitting here like, now why does it sound so much better? Well, first it sounded like he modulated, and probably didn't modulate, probably just added an octave higher. But the choir, it ain't even a higher voice. I think there's another stack of vocals that was underneath GoldenEMP that definitely gave it a lot more body, if you will. But maybe that was purposeful, right? As we kind of think about the song, you know, especially when we're moving towards it, climax of the song, then this is where you really want to reinforce that never giving in. This is the end of the song. This is the result of all the trouble that I've been going through. So it would make sense to kind of reserve some of that vocal processing until the end, right? Because you know, what is night without day, right? Otherwise it's just all night. The reason why that shines so much is because of what we got the first 2 times. So I'm gonna assume positive intent and say that was the reason why. And if it is the reason why, then that's fire. Then I can understand the first 2 hooks. As a matter of fact, now that I have the understanding, I'm tempted to just go back and listen to it, knowing what's about to come. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think this is more of an inspired track than it was of just pure ICHIGO. But of course, I know some of you are just like, no, it's pure Bleach, it's pure anime. I refuse to believe that way. Remember, optimistic thinking. All right, y'all. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.